Hello. Take two for now. So, after a lot of time not doing videos, I only did one video actually, and that was because I was kind of depressed, really depressed. But no matter. Today at 6 a.m., I am going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077, and we're going to be going to what is going on with V and the engram, the endings, the plot holes, his the false information that is being spewed in Reddit. All of that. We're just gonna go into it. So for starters, when Takamura brings V back to Night City and has Vic the Ripper Doc Victor the Ripper Doc basically heal him and revive him, we learn from Victor from early start that the engram is not doing anything to him physically, like body wise. His flesh suit is fine. Nothing is being tampered with that. The only thing that's being tampered with is his neurons and his brain matter and anything that has to do with the brain. Hell, even potentially even the the lizard stem, the brain stem, yeah, anything that has to do with that. That's what the engram's doing. So why in the heck is V coughing up blood and healing over on the floor whenever the engram has a bit of a malfunction? When Johnny is dangerously close to taking control. Why does that happen? Well, from what I've seen on Reddit, they're saying that because V's and the brain and the engram because the engram is just spewing the stuff that can't be used for replacing his personality, that it comes out of the sinuses and therefore comes out of his throat. That's not how sinuses work. That's not how sinuses work at all. Although yes, it is true that the sinuses is connected to the brain, but it's not directly connected. There's like two big things that are making sure like that stuff like from the nose can't go to your brain easily. One of them is your membranes. Imagine like if air every time you breathed in air, right? Imagine that air tickled your brain. Your brain would have been dried out a long time ago, regardless of mucous membrane or not. And two, there's the bigger part. It's the bone. There's bone between your sinus and your brain. So, why in the heck is V coughing up blood? The game treats it as if V has cancer, like terminal cancer, and he only has like supposedly a few weeks to live. But no, what's really going on is V is hemorrhaging blood from the brain. It's pooling up. He's gonna be brain dead rather than dead, because when blood pools in your brain, instead of it being as what the Redditor said, it being spewed from the sinus and therefore coughed up. No, it just pulls up, and unless V gets help, which he kind of doesn't. I have never seen V once try to seek out a medical doctor. I know he seeks out a Ripper Doc, But a Ripper Doc is a Ripper Doc. He's there has to be bound to be more established doctors and surgeons in the cyberpunk world that can certainly try to at least attempt to do something with these engram problem. But that's the thing though. Even if we were to find a doctor that or surgeon that's more qualified than Vic, the problem arises that V is technically a wanted criminal, at least in the public eyes. So the second you find someone convinces him that he has an engram in his shard slot, what is he supposed to do? He's made to say, "Hey, I'm a criminal, and I basically am suspected of offing the CEO of Arasaka." What is he supposed to do? So I guess in that way it makes sense. Well, no, CD Projekt Red probably they weren't probably thinking of that at all. They were just saying, "Oh, let's make a split personality. Let's make V have split personality disorder. Yeah, let's do that." But if they're gonna do that, they should have made. They shouldn't have told that V had a few weeks to live. They should have said, "Oh, V, you have about maybe 2-3 days tops before the blood in your brain pulls up and completely suffocates your brain and deprives it of oxygen and nutrients." They should have said that. The game would have been not only way shorter, way shorter, but it would have also been way more depressing. The only times I've ever felt bad for V was when he ultimately got betrayed by Dexter Deshawn, and when V is saying is with his whiny and depressed voice saying, "You can fix me, V, Victor. You can fix me. You're the best I know." Yeah, that's the only time I've ever felt bad for V. Other than that, it makes no sense. It makes no sense why V is still alive past past 3 days, knowing that you can just skip days and days and days and days and days by just sleeping in a bed. You can sleep in a bed and skip a whole week if you want to. Sure, it'll take you some time, but you can do it. And by then, V should have been supposedly dead. It would have been nice, it would have been nice actually if there was a timer. You could see how much time you had left to die. That would have actually given the game a little bit more faster pace. But it would also made your decisions, who you hang out with, who you talk to, what you do with what's left of your life. It would have made them more impactful. But no, CD Projekt Red just throws all these gigs, all these side gigs, all these side objectives, and all these stupid quests, so you could extend the game as much as possible. Alrighty, what was it? Yeah, that's about it, really. V shouldn't be worrying about his physical health, rather his just brain health in terms of all the blood is hemorrhaging. The Redditors don't know what they're fucking talking about. It literally just look at the brain anatomy of the brain, and you'll see that there's skull and membranes in between that. Why in the hell would blood from the brain pool over? If it was that easy, we wouldn't have the difficulties with brain operations like we do now. What? And what was this? Oh, and V should, if the game was to have a set amount of time to live right after Act 1, and Act 2 is like, oh god, I gotta speed run this game by doing as many things as I can before I die, because V is gonna die regardless. Regardless if he went through the devil ending where he's just a parasite. Regardless of if he puts his personality in engram, regardless, V is ultimately screwed. Why would V trust a corporation for his best interests? A corporation would not have his best interests at mind, so V would be screwed. Ultimately, Cyberpunk is a very fun game to look at. It is very fun to look at. It is very pretty. But plot-wise, it's stupid, contrived, makes no sense, and it's just an oversight. Very pretty, not so fun to read into. That is all. Thank you.